we are very early, and once more, I think this is an opportunity that we're going to look back on and be like, are you serious? The Amazing Fantasy Common was at $500 and you were thinking about it? You know, the Uncommon was actually at $300 and you had a tough decision to make? Like, come on, bro. Yo, what's going on, my VVOGs, my Omi homies, my fellow master collectors, and everybody else on YouTube? It's your bromie, the Gale, back at it again with another Amazing Fantasy update video. Ooh. Okay, so that intro video was from my very last video, the video before this. And basically where I showed you my latest progress report when it came to the Amazing Fantasy 15 comic situation. In this video, I'm going to be pretty transparent with you guys. This may be the last time I'm this transparent with you, but I do want to record my journey when it comes to this Amazing Fantasy comic. As I've said in the last video, I think this is like possibly a once in a lifetime opportunity. So I would like to document my full thoughts and actions and moves when it comes to this comic. So yeah, where to begin? I guess we can go to my transactions, huh? Let's go to my transactions real quick. We'll go to my wallet. We'll go to my transactions. So where are we? What's today? August the 22nd? No, August 11th, 22. All right, so I've been selling. I sold off, I think, what is this, a Marvel Comics one? Yeah. I sold off a Marvel Comics one, which I paid like 7 gems back in the day for $97. So that's like a 10x, right? And I sold a Todd McFarlane. I sold my last Todd McFarlane Batman for 1,600 gems. I'll tell you why in a second. And then, actually, I'll tell you right now. I just my third eye senses was tingling last night. I'm like, you know what? I gotta get this ultra rare. Whatchamacallit, comic. I gotta get this ultra rare Amazing Fantasy comic tonight because I know what's gonna happen. So let me sell this Todd McFarlane Batman, and that's what I did. I guess this morning, right, on the 12th, and then soon after I made a purchase for the ultra rare on the 12th. Let's see what time. 5:30 a.m. I made the purchase right away. Yeah, and then what is this? I made another purchase for Uncommon Amazing Fantasy for like what, $438, and then a Marvel Comics one just sold, but that's irrelevant. So now we can go back into the market and let's take a look at the current prices. So let's start with the common. The common, there are 515 currently available for purchase, and the floor is 840 gems. Now let's scroll up to see how thin the wall is. All right, so you got about maybe like 20 comics until the 900 range, which is crazy, right? Let's go to the Uncommon, which has 247 editions available for purchase. The Uncommon is creeping up on 500 gems. As you saw in the intro video, it was like at 300, low 300s just yesterday. And the common was at 500 gems, 530 gems just yesterday. So, hey, I see you, John. I see you. I see you. Anyway, actually, I want to take a quick look at the top here. So you'll notice that there's 1,035 editions across all variants available for purchase. Yesterday, around this time when I made was it yesterday? I think it was yesterday. There were 1,383. So as you can see, 300 comics were taken off the board so far. Now, as we scroll down to the rare, we will see 128 editions left with a floor of 900 gems. All right, and about 15 comics until the 1K mark. And then the ultra rare 78 editions available for purchase with a floor of 3.2K. And only about 8 comics until the 4K mark. And then we got the secret rare at last with 61 available for purchase and a floor of 23.5K. It was just 14 the other day. So hopefully some of you guys jumped on that if you had the gems to do so. So now, what do I want to talk about? I guess we can go into my recent purchases, right? And let me show you guys my latest acquisitions. So I have 9 total comics across all variants. So starting with the ultra rare I just purchased this morning. I purchased the ultra rare because there's 500 editions, and like I said in my last video, this is basically a secret rare in its own right. Any other drop, this would have been a secret rare, but it's an ultra rare. And like I said, I paid $2,400. It's currently $3,100. Yeah, I just wanted to have this one, right? I like the colors here. I can dig it. I really like this art, and I do like the scarcity combined with the popularity. I thought this was a sleeper at still in the 2K range, so that's why I made this purchase. Put my money where my mouth is, and I made the purchase. This uncommon I bought this morning too. So as you've seen, I bought it for $439. It's currently $494. There's only 2,250 editions. I think this uncommon is a sleeper. As I said, there's no reason for it to be below the price of the common. I know people like the original cover, but whatever. In this rare, as I think I stated it in my previous video, but the rare was a sleeper. It was always a sleeper. With only 1,000 editions compared to 6,000 edition common. I mean, it was a contrarian play to go for the rare while everybody was gunning for the common, right? So the floor price of the rare is 900 gems, which is appropriate in my eyes. And if we look at the common is 840, right? So I believe the rare should be higher priced than the common, just due to the scarcity. But we'll see how it plays out. So let's talk about these comics. So question number 1, is this a hype phase? Does the common have reason to be this high in price? I think yes. I know there's a lot of people on Twitter who think no. But my reason for thinking yes is because we have cash out now, right? So people are starting to view these gems as real money because a lot of people can now cash out when they couldn't before. So the fact that people are using their money to purchase these comics when they could cash it out is a plus for me. It's a positive sign. This means that these floors are real because, if we couldn't cash out, then people would think this is monopoly money, but that's not the case anymore. Also, I don't think there's any more fake gems. I could be wrong. I don't really keep up with that kind of stuff, but back maybe 5 months ago, there was a lot of gems being sold for like 0.2 on a dollar or 0.4 or whatever. So now that that's kind of died down, I believe these comics hold real value. So yeah, I believe these are the real prices, and I don't think they're going to come down. They could. How much is the question though, right? What else? I forgot what I wanted to say. I guess real quick, I want to go through all my comics just so we can see what I paid for them and what they're worth now. Starting at the top left, we'll go with this common. Paid $549 for it. It's currently 840 gems. It's about $300 profit. We just checked this one out, I think. Paid $675 for it. It's now 840. As we scroll down, this was the first rare I purchased. Or no, probably the second. So I paid $700, I think, a couple of days ago or yesterday, and now it's now 900 gems. My other rare, this is the one I purchased on the live stream during the drop day. Paid $600. It's now $900, $300 profit. What else? We got these uncommons. Let's see here. Paid $447. It's now $494. Right. Let's take a look at this 3-digit. I paid about $700. It's now $494 as well. Yep. Take a look at the ultra rare once again. Paid $2,400. It's now $3,160. Look at the common. This was the first Spider-Man I purchased on drop day. I FOMO'd in at 666, but as you can see, I'm back in the black or the green. with about a $200 profit on that. And then last but not least is the uncommon that I paid for this morning, 438, 494. Okay. So like I said, I did sell some blue chip items. I sold an ultra rare Vader 2 weeks ago. I sold a Todd, I think 2 weeks ago. I sold a Todd last night to get these comics. But you know, I guess that speaks to my values. I guess I value this comic more than all of those collectibles. You know, if there's any item to go all in on, I personally believe it's the Amazing Fantasy comic. Time will tell if I'm correct or not. I have very little intentions on selling any of these comics as it stands. Perhaps that may be foolish in a couple of days. Maybe they might retrace and I could have made a sizable profit. But some things you don't play around with. I've seen this happen with Marvel Comics 1. I've seen this happen with the partner statue. And I do not want to make that mistake again. I've been around the block a few times, enough to learn a lesson. And that lesson is that you don't play with your grails, right? If you have faith in the VV team, if you have faith in the VV app, if you have faith in NFTs as a whole, if you believe VV collectibles are NFTs, then this is the one you go into, right? If you doubt any of that, then I can see why you might be bearish on this comic. But like I said, we're all taking a gamble here. Like, nothing in this space is safe. VV isn't safe. Hero, Bat Cows, Bored Apes, CryptoPunks, nothing in this space is safe. We're all placing our bets on what we can afford, and we're hoping for the moon, right? So whether you're a short-term flipper or a long-term hodler or a swing trader, we're all just making the moves that we think are best in this moment. So nobody's an expert. You know, I can't make fun of you for selling, and you can't make fun of me for holding, right? We're all just trying to make our next move our best move. So this is me being transparent with you guys. I think that's pretty much my story here. So with that, we can move on. Okay, so I wanted to hop to Twitter real quick. Shout out to my collectibles. He said, Amazing Fantasy 15 going bye-bye. Thoughts? So I replied, it'll come down to 400 or less. This is just hype. There's no way it holds this kind of value. I'll wait to buy once it touches 350 again. To be clear, I was being very facetious. I was being sarcastic. This is not my belief. As you can see in the video, I got about 60 likes. So we'll see who's right or wrong about the situation. Perhaps it will retrace. Perhaps I'm just being a moon boy and I have no idea what I'm talking about. Or perhaps I'm correct with my sarcasm, right? You know, I mean, you know, it's all funny. It's all fun, right? We're putting our money where our mouths are, and nobody should be hurt over this comic. You know, it is what it is. But yeah, no, I do believe the hype is real, and I do believe it's validated. So with that, let's move on. So I made a poll asking what price range do you think the Amazing Fantasy 15 Common will be exactly 1 month from now. With 12 hours and 54 minutes left, we have 646 votes, and 20% says $300 or less, 29% says $400 to $600 range, 17% of voters says $700 to $900 range, and 34%, the majority currently, says 1K plus in a month from now. So we're all over the board, but 1K is winning, and we will see who's right in a month from now. And with that, let's continue. And shout out to Clever Jerk at Clever Jerk on Twitter. This is pretty cool. He's showed me what he did with this comic. So as you can see, starting with the uncommon, his mint number is 1234, and then he has a common number 5678, and then the uncommon is 910. So basically, that's a straight, right? If we're talking about poker terms, he has a straight, 3 comic straight with the mint numbers. That's pretty creative. Never seen that before. So I wanted to shout him out for that. Clever Jerk. And he's done that with a few others. He's got the ultra rare Vaders, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and the Silver Surfers. Yeah, pretty cool. So with that, let's move on. And that's the video, my friends. If you made it this far, thank you for watching. If you learned something or enjoyed the content, feel free to drop a like on the video and consider subscribing for more VV content like this. So that's it. Up to date, my Amazing Fantasy 15 journey. I recommend, if you want to check out my previous video, it'll be a nice, prequel to this video. Yeah, with my thoughts and all that. And I think I'll make a playlist from the drop day until now, so you can check that out if you are curious about that. But yeah, man, this Amazing Fantasy 15 comic is definitely a grail in my opinion, and it's thrown a wrench into this whole VV app. You know, you got a lot of price action with the comic and a lot of things dipping, a lot of grails being sold off and blue chips for the comic. So it'll be very interesting to see how it plays out over time. But with that, I am not a financial advisor. Nothing I say ever is financial advice because I am learning just like you guys. I am just your friendly neighborhood genius. Sharing his thoughts and opinions on this most interesting app known as VV. So take everything that you hear from me with a grain of salt because things could change. And with that, if you would like to follow me on the VV app, I have listed my Powerpuff Girls bubbles for 8.8 million gems. If you find her, you can find me, and I may add you back. So with that, thank you once again for watching, and I will catch you guys in my next video. Until then, peace out and huddle strong, and remember to be like water. Stay liquid. Later.